Hi everybody, Dan Illman here with some exciting news. DRF Formulator, the gold standard in past performance information, is now free, exclusively on DRF Bets. Join DRF Bets with the promo code WINNING, get a $250 first deposit match bonus, a $10 free bet, and free Formulator already uploaded to your account. Access Formulator's premium features, including sortable trainer stats, race replays, personalized trip notes, and lots more. Free Formulator, exclusively on DRF Bets. Hi everybody, Dan Illman here with the DRF race of the day for Wednesday, February the 16th. We're going 5 furlongs on the turf course at Gulfstream Park, kicking off a 50-cent pick 5 wager. These are 3-year-old fillies and a $50,000 maiden optional claimer. Let's take a look at this full field with one also eligible. You can download free Formulator past performances for this race on the Race of the Day event page at DRF.com. Access them and handicap along with me when you've made your final determinations. You can play this race in the entire Wednesday card with your DRF Bets account. Several horses in this race are first-time starters. I'll do my best to give you as much information as I can on them. You'll note as we throw up the Timeform US Pace Projector that those are the horses that lack pace data. Of the horses that have shown speed in this race, I do agree with Timeform US. I believe that the number 9, Magniloquent, is going to be the one on the lead for trainer Wesley Ward. This filly has shown good speed in all of her starts. She is getting Lasix for the first time. Ward's runners always seem to show good gate speed, and Magniloquent likely to be forwardly placed. The 10 Lovin' makes sense, was on a fast pace last time out over synthetic. I would think she's going to be close. The 11 Rufa Red not shown speed on dirt. If she can transfer that speed on the turf, she might be in a decent position despite a very tough outside post position. We'll begin by talking about the number 1, Juno C. This is a horse that's raced once in her career. She was washed off the turf to the new Tapeta surface at Gulfstream Park, and she didn't run very well at a big price. She's by Midshipman, who connects with 13% of his first-time turf runners, and the Dam won on turf, so there is hope that this horse will appreciate the surface switch. She is also getting blinkers for the first time and a nice inside post position. Perhaps she can improve at a decent price. Julian Leparoux takes the mount for trainer Brian Lynch. She's one of the fillies in this race, offered for the $50,000 tag. The 2 is Hard Rock Warrior. This is a first-time starter by Hard Spun. 8% winners with first-time turf runners, 9% winners with older debut runners. The Dam was a grade 2 placed dirt sprinter, and Hard Rock Warrior is a half-sister to a stakes-placed dirt sprinter. There's a lot of dirt in this pedigree. Trainer Michael Trombetta certainly knows what he's doing. I kind of like following the Trombetta train runners after a race or two. Maybe Hard Rock Warrior will need a race, and I wish there was just a little bit more turf in this pedigree. The 3 is Our Girls Worth It. And we're going to watch Our Girls Worth It's first start off the Eddie Plisa claim. This is off the 2-month layoff over the synthetic surface, going 5/8 of a mile. Now, she showed good early speed in this spot. First time Lasix, first time blinkers, and she's only beaten a neck. She's going to try turf for the first time. Her sire uncaptured, 6% winners with first time turf runners. The Dam was 0 for 2 on the turf, but she has already foaled 1 turf winner. While Our Girls Worth It doesn't have a ton of turf pedigree, the fact that she ran so well on the synthetic and also on the dirt makes me think that she's versatile, and she's going to handle this surface just as well as she did the synthetic last time out, and I think she'll show good tactical speed under Paco Lopez from post position 3. The 4 is an intriguing first-time starter at a big price. That's Gam Gam Joann. This is a daughter of Song and a Prayer. 6% winners with first-time turf runners, 7% winners with older debut runners, but about 4 for his last 15 with first-time starters. So Song and a Prayer has been hot lately with his debut runners. The Dam did win on the turf. The Dam is a half to a grade 3 place turf sprinter, so there is turf in this pedigree. And I watched a couple of these workouts on tape, and they look pretty solid, including the last breeze out of the gate in Company, where she showed a little bit of speed. This trainer's only had 1 prior debut runner over the last 5 years. That horse won on dirt with Chantal Sutherland aboard. Chantal's aboard for the 4, Gam Gam Joann. Interesting at a price. The 5 is Z First, and Z First last time out ran on the turf going a mile. Two next out winners came out of that race in that maiden claiming event. The winner coming right back to win a $35,000 starter optional with a 68 buyer speed figure. Z-First was claimed out of that race by Steve Glaceris. A lot of changes here. New barn, Lasix on, blinkers off, route to sprint. Showed speed routing last time out. Wonder if she's going to be outpaced a little bit turning back, although she did run on late in her debut sprinting on the Tapeta. The 6 is DeVilly, who ran first off the claim last time out for Michael Maker. Maker usually makes shrewd claims. This horse stepped up from 16 all the way up to this $50,000 maiden optional level, ran a good third, finishing just behind Our Girl's Worth It in the race we showed you. This one's raced once on turf in her career. It was her debut. It was trainer Eddie Keneally, and this was just missed as the favorite by a head, going 5.5 on Ellis. I think she's going to appreciate sprinting on the turf. She's a very logical contender with Louis Saes aboard. You have to respect anything that Maker takes. The 7's another first-time starter. That is Nixonoff. This one is by Klimt, who's done good work with his first turf runners. He's 5 for his first 25. He is 1 for his first 8 with older debut runners. This second dam was fast, a stakes-winning dirt sprinter. Nixonoff sold for $31,000 as a weanling, then for $2,000 as a yearling, and then after breezing a furlong in 10 seconds flat last year, sold for $30,000. It looks like she does have a little bit of speed. She showed a bullet workout out of the gate on dirt 3 works back. I'm taking a wait-and-see approach. The 8 is Masked Heroine. This one is by Cantharos, who is a very good sire of turf sprinters. 14% winners of first-time turf runners overall, 12% with older debut runners. The second dam was very precocious. A stakes-place synthetic sprinter that won her first 4 starts. Masked Heroine should have enough bottom. Trained by Jane Sibeli, she's been working steadily since mid-May. The 9 is Magniloquent, and this horse should show speed, getting Lasix for the first time for trainer Wesley Ward. We do have a Wesley Ward formulator fact, 36%, 216 ROI, past 2 years, 3-year-old turf sprinters, Lasix on, returning off a layoff of 61 days or greater. Magniloquent last ran on December the 8th. That was her first start off of a layoff, and she can certainly improve. The 10 is Lovin' Makes Sense, and Lovin' Makes Sense will try turf for the first time after a dirt performance, on a synthetic performance, an off-turf race on January the 27th. Went very fast in the early portion of that race, 21-4, 44-4, facing pressure, shook off the pace pursuer, and finished a good 4th, only beaten a length. The sire Golden Sense, 12% with first-time turf runners. This one figures to be part of the pace. The 11, Rufa Red Knot, is a filly I'm very interested in. She is by Noble Bird, a young stallion. Too early to tell whether the Noble Birds will be successful on turf or not. Thus far, 1 for 9 with first turf runners. But this filly has a ton of turf on the bottom of her pedigree. She is a half-sister to a stakes-place turf runner, and the dam is a half to a multiple grade 2 stakes-winning turf router. So this filly has a lot of grass in her pedigree. She's raced 3 times on dirt. She's going to get Lasix for the first time after disappointing in her last start, her first race off of a 2-month layoff. I think she's going to appreciate the turf. She seems to be working well for trainer Mark Casse. I'm going to use her in the pick 5. I just hate this post position. 12 is Stellarator, another one trying turf for the first time. Her sire Treasure Beach, 7% with first-time turf runners. The dam is a 3/4 sister to a Millionaire, who was a multiple graded stakes winner on the dirt. Stellarator, 2 starts on dirt, not much yet. Trying the wake-up call on turf, mired on the far outside. Again, Stellarator, I think, is going to need to take a step forward. Always a party for the Pletcher barn is on the also eligible list on the outside looking in after being the beaten favorite twice on dirt. It's too early to give up on this daughter of Munnings if she gets into the field. I thought this was a wide open race. I think Magniloquent is a very logical horse that should show speed. I really do like Rufa Red Knot, the 11, a little bit in this spot. I just don't like the post position. I want to try to fool around with the 4, Gam Gam Joann, who's going to be a gigantic price for low-profile connections, but the works look solid. This barn did win with a first-time starter, and there is some turf on the bottom of the pedigree. She's going to be a big price. This is a spread race for me in the first leg of the 50-cent pick 5. I'll use 4, 11, 10, and 9. Good luck.